That's Bulls on Parade by Rage Against the Machine. You're listening to I don't remember the name of the 520 520 FM with Gent and the Lady. That was Rage Against the Machine's Bulls on Parade. Some very liberal music with some very liberal themes, reminding you to stay woke, stay safe, never trust the establishment, and stay very, very liberal. This is your most liberal radio host in the nation, the Gent, bringing you very liberal opinions. Do you have anything liberal to say, lady?
Hillary 2040.
Oh yes, Hillary 2040 indeed. I can't wait for the 2040 election.
Remember, I'm with her.
Always. That was strange. I completely forgot what I was doing.
Yeah.
And the Bulls on Parade intro was way longer than I thought it was going to be.
It wasn't Bulls on Parade the first time we tried it.
Yeah, but I didn't expect it to go Danu quite as many times as
it does a lot of that.
It does quite a bit of those.
It's a bit of Danu.
And I was like, oh, I want him to say something so that like I can get the liberal propaganda aspect of this out here. Didn't quite pan out. Did not quite pan out. Anyways, I had done that intro on the episode that got deleted, or that got unrecorded, so I wanted to redo it. This was not as effective.
Not quite.
As will probably be the same case with the discussion about
Hell yeah.
what we missed. Well, you want to get into that? Is
Time
that what
for a second-rate discussion. Woo!
Let's do it. Let's get fucking right into it.
Let's get balls deep.
Let's get balls deep in this shit. What the fuck are we on about? What are we talking about? What's the situation? What's the sitch?
Call me, beat me.
Lilo and
if you
Sitch?
want to reach me.
What the fuck? What are you saying?
That's Kim Possible, you dumb shit.
I don't fucking know Kim Possible. I didn't watch bullshit when I was a kid, okay?
I didn't watch Kim Possible either.
I didn't watch bullshit like fucking Kim Possible. Because I'm not a queer, okay? You heard it
Yeah,
here.
but like Victor, did you watch Totally Spies and Jack Off?
I didn't jack off while watching Totally Spies. Maybe I thought about Totally Spies like a couple times when I jacked off, you know? Because you're a kid. There's not a whole lot to think about.
Yeah, but like,
you don't have porn
which girl?
Yet. I didn't like the blonde girl, obviously.
I figured that.
The redhead girl was hot sometimes. But then, like, her hair was off. So, like, the yellow girl was kind of the best.
Alex.
Yeah, she was kind of the best aesthetically.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I can get.
Because the redhead girl would be pretty hot, but then like her hair does like that thing in the front.
It's got the bump.
Yeah, I don't like the fucking bump. It's just like, God, you ruined it. You fucked up everything. Like it could have been hot. And then the yellow-haired girl is abhorrent and disgusting. So you know.
Yeah.
Because she's blonde.
Basically.
And she looks like a retard. So there you go.
I think her name was Clover and the redhead's name was Sam.
Yeah, you're right. Clover,
wow,
Sam,
look
and
at me
Alex.
recalling dumb
How
cartoon
much fucking
facts.
Totally Spicy? I didn't think you'd be into that at all.
I ended up watching it quite a bit as a kid, not because I
it was
liked
always
it,
on.
but because I would be
Exactly.
home and it would be on.
Like
I would
remember
finish watching Code Lyoko and it would come on and
there
I
you
would
go.
just watch it.
Exactly, because it was on. And they'd play reruns of it. Because they always play the reruns of the shit that you don't want to see, you know? So you're going to see the most fucking Totally Spies and shit.
Yeah.
So, like, I remember disliking it initially, and then you kind of watch it a bunch, and you're like, well, now I'm invested because I've seen so much of it, because it was forced on me.
I've developed Stockholm Syndrome to Totally Spies. Yeah. I remember the theme song quite well.
What was the theme song? I don't remember that at all.
I'm not gonna sing the Totally Spies.
Sing the Totally Spies. Are you too weak to sing the Totally Spies theme song? I think I actually do have to fly over to that thing. Oh yeah, because you're supposed to fly over, and then if you fail, you have to walk that path back to the mountain. Nice. And then I just decided to go.
And you just said fuck it.
I was like, yeah, this is the right way to go.
And walked there.
Yeah, look at that. It's pretty cool.
I remember I disliked that show because it was inherently girly.
Exactly. Like, that's everyone's initial reason to dislike it. It's like, this is a show being forced at girls, and so, like, obviously I shouldn't be interested. I'm a boy. Like, what do you think, I'm a fucking queer?
Some sort of
Guys, I stopped moving because I went to
Maggot?
check the recording again because I'm paranoid.
Paranoid boy.
Paranoid boy. Anyways, yeah, totally Spies. It's okay. I don't know. I wonder if it's that Stockholm Syndrome thing, where it's like it was on so much that you end up
kind
watching
of reluctantly
it, and then you kind of
it.
feel like, you know, it seems like it was okay, and then it's probably fucking garbage.
I'm sure it's completely shit.
Yeah.
I really doubt Totally Spies is a work anybody, you know, would go back and watch.
I'm
and be
curious
like, yeah,
to... I'd love to go back and
sick.
watch, like, Teen Titans and see if it's
that
just, like,
is an
bad,
interesting
you
thought.
know? Like, I know it's probably not amazing, but I wonder if it's bad.
Yeah, that's a really interesting thought, because of course I loved Teen Titans as a kid, because it was drama, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You didn't get a lot of that.
Yeah,
so
you didn't get that when
cool.
you were
and because it starts off as like comedy and then it becomes drama and it catches you off guard. You're already invested in the characters because of like the beginning where it's just all fun and games, you know? You get to know them and then it hits you with the drama and you're like, whoa, cool.
Yeah. I remember like the whole Robin and Slade thing being like, whoa, when I was a kid. Like that hit me hard.
And then you got the cyborg and fucking into the Hive arc, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I loved that shit.
Dope. Because that fucking where he gets to feel like he's human again and stuff, and you're like, oh my god, cyborg just came out of nowhere with the fucking deep shit here.
Hell yeah. And then he like ran his own Titans headquarters.
Yeah.
That was some fucking shit,
stuff.
dude.
It was pretty fucking cool. And then there's the shitty stuff with Tara that ruined everything.
I hated Tara. I fucking hated her.
Yup. Because it was just like, dude, why are you such a fucking narc, dude?
Yeah.
Like, just be cool. Why are you so fucking
like,
dramatic?
Fucking chill for 3
chill
seconds,
the fuck
bro.
out. God.
Yeah, she was a fucking narc for sure.
Yep. Fuck her. She's blonde. Deserves to die and burn in hell.
Pretty sure I had a crush on Starfire. Pretty
nice,
confident
gay,
about that.
Sweet. I didn't like Starfire as much because she's so like loud and quirky. It's not Victor's type very much.
not the Victor type.
And like I just remember kind of looking strange.
I mean, I'm sure she did.
Yeah.
I'm quite confident that
Raven,
in retrospect, it
everyone knows that
goofy.
Raven was the hot one.
I was not into Raven
she
because
got
she
the
was so
memes.
goth.
Come on, man.
I wasn't
Goths,
into
bro.
it.
Goth.
I just wasn't.
Yeah.
We didn't intend to start talking about Teen Titans and who we
Well,
thought
now
was
we're
hot,
talking
but
about
here
Teen
we
Titans,
are.
okay?
Here we are.
Starfire was only hot sometimes, and Raven was hot most of the time. We're being on and off with Starfire, because it's like she is great, but then like she's also kind of annoying.
Yeah, but that's part of the charm. Because she's an alien and she doesn't know what the fuck's up.
Yeah, I'm
she's
not always
fucking
a big fan
dumb,
of that
and you're just like,
archetype.
yeah, cool.
She is dumb. That is the meme.
Yep.
All right, we're doing a puzzle. We gotta spin a laser. I can do that. No problem.
Fucking
no problem.
Sick, dude.
I can spin this laser. I'm like burping and dumping my shit.
About to laser yourself?
I had too much cereal and burping.
Very clean. Oh.
Alright, I raised the water.
Shooting some water.
Yep, the water has been raised. I've raised the bar for water.
Ooh.
So what, you go over here, the water's up. You go across the way, just around the river bend.
So you do know the way.
Show me the way. How do you guys feel about Uganda Knuckles? Is it the most amazing thing that's ever happened? Is it? I mean, it's not gonna last very long.
It won't.
But like,
but it will have been a beautiful blip in time.
A beautiful blip in time, indeed. The fact that it ever existed at all is beautiful.
The fact that people dicking around in VR chat were assaulted by a fucking legion of tiny, clucking Ugandan Knuckles Oh, it's so beautiful.
It's the best part about it is that, like, you know, everyone in VR chat is a fucking fag.
Yes.
And so, like, they deserve to be tortured by dipshits doing racist memes.
Yup.
It's incredible. And the fact that it's blown, like, the fact that anyone is talking about it at all makes it the best joke ever. Because it's so stupid. It's so immensely stupid that if you get, like, worked up about it, you fucking lost. You failed. God damn it.
I have to do floor 2.
Yes. Congratulations,
If you get pissed
dipshit.
off about Uganda Knuckles, then
If you get pissed
Uganda
off
Knuckles
because
won.
Uganda Knuckles is racist, then you're a dipshit and you lost.
I love it. I fucking
You failed.
love people who fucking are like, it's racist. Shut the fuck up, dude.
No, it's
Just
hilarious. That's the
shut
only
up.
thing that it is. It's the only
God.
thing that it could
I
be.
hate you.
Is fucking funny as
It's
shit.
beautiful.
The level of organization it takes is just astounding. The fact that everyone has to be on the same page for this dumbass meme is incredible. Because you can't do it alone, you know? One guy can't be like, oh, I'm Uganda Knuckles, and go around and click, and, like, it wouldn't be funny,
You need
know?
a room full
You need
of
a
people
room full
clucking.
of dudes clucking. Or
It's
it's not
beautiful.
good. It's not good at all.
You need 50 people. I love it. I fucking
What a
love it.
choice meme.
Oh, it makes me happy.
There are not better memes.
No.
It might be the best meme
It might be.
ever.
I mean,
At least
yeah.
in this decade. Maybe in the next year.
I mean, I also do like the somebody touching my spaghetti, but Uganda Knuckles
Somebody touch my spaghetti!
has further like
Why
sociological
did I even do this?
reach. You know,
You were right.
I like it. I dig it.
It's a quality meme. I rate it 1 meme out of memes.
Welcome to the meme review.
Yes,
We're
this is our
stealing
meme
this
review,
format
okay?
from PewDiePie,
Now
who
anyone
stole it
can
from
do-
Swamthini Bamtano.
Yes, Anthony Fantano did it the best, and now we'll make slowly worse versions
We're
of the
gonna
meme
water
review
down the
forever.
formula, baby.
We're gonna water it down so far. PewDiePie has nothing on how far we're gonna water this shit down, guys.
You're gonna come to it thinking you're gonna get a nice sip of fresh Coke, but you're not gonna realize that Coke has been sitting in the sun for 3 hours and all the ice is melted.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna get water syrup.
And it turns out it wasn't a fucking Coke, it was a Sprite.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, or
That's
a
how
seven-
watered down
worse,
it's gonna be.
a 7-Up. It's gonna be a
Shit.
7-Up. It's not even fuck all that
It's gonna
sitting
be
in the sun
7-Up.
shit. It's just a 7-Up.
It's a cheer wine.
A cheer wine. God, Connor loves cheer wine, so you're not gonna get him with that one.
Ugh.
How do I?
It's just
I gotta hit this
cherry
again so that
wine.
I can get the treasure chest up there. But how do I hit it again? How do I do it? I guess I just had to have gone and gotten it before I lowered the other thing, you know, because I gotta lower the gate. So there's gotta be a way to get it from here. Can I throw something over there?
That's kind of high.
Yeah, it's kind of far.
420 blaze it.
True. Maybe if I throw a weapon. I need a weapon to throw. Whoa, Master Chief. You're crazy.
You gonna throw this fucking axe?
Hell yeah, dude.
Are
I'm
you
gonna
fucking guy from the
bounce it off
Goemon
ceiling.
movie? Jesus.
Woo! Nope.
Well,
I don't think I can throw that far.
close, but no cigar.
Ah, shit. It's cigars.
Yeah.
What a smoke and a pancake.
Shut the
Shit.
fuck
Alright,
up.
what are we talking about? We're
talking
becoming
about
PewDiePie.
bees.
Talking about the bees.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna talk about the bees? Okay.
Yeah, let's warm
I
up
thought,
with
I
the
thought we were gonna
bees.
go into the milk. Okay, we're going to the bees.
Warm up with the bees.
Talking about the bees. Tell me about the bees. What's up with the bees?
All right, y'all. We're gonna drop some fucking sick truth on
We're
ya.
gonna red pill the fuck
You're
out of
about
you
to get
motherfuckers.
red fucking pills.
Yes, always.
We've been watching some Netflix documentaries.
And they always red pill us in the
In the
wrong
wrong direction.
way. They're always documentaries meant to blue pill you. But they end up red pilling me so much further than I already was.
Is beautiful. So we watched a Netflix documentary about the honey industry and how, you know, bees are dying, and the farmers who take care of the bees are struggling to make a living. There's all these fucking issues. There's issues with the trade because apparently China and countries outside of the
Yes.
U.S. have tried to lower their prices under what American companies
Yeah.
can do
So here's-
by diluting their honey with
God.
syrup. By like putting rice syrup or like
Yes.
corn syrup or whatever into their honey, lowering the price but giving you an impure product.
Yes.
And this led to, of course, America freaking out and banning all fucking honey that
Yeah.
comes from China. And there's these ridiculous, complicated tests that we now have to, like, distinguish the purity of the honey and where it came from and what fucking flowers the bees pollinated to make the honey.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane. They're looking at it on, like, a fucking molecular level. Like, this is some intense ass shit.
Here's
There's
the
people
fucking-
whose
the red
jobs
pill
are just to fucking
truth
look
of
at the
this,
molecules
goddammit.
of honey, dude. It's
We are
crazy.
spending, like, so... God, it's so frustrating on, like, a red pill economic level. Because it's like... Because American honey... Because the process of getting honey, at least the way we're doing it currently...
Right.
Like, we've been doing it the same way for fucking hundreds of years. Like, it's like a sketchy old fucking tradition. And because it's so expensive to make it that way, you know, because it's so hard and it takes so long, and like you can only really do it on kind of a small scale.
And
the way
the
that
bees
we're
are
doing
dying
it.
and
Yeah,
all of that.
and the bees are dying as consequence of other things, and
Well,
I'll fucking get into that. But because it's so expensive to do it, then like the Chinese can come in like they did, and like they can make their own honey, cut it with syrup so that it's cheaper, so that you can have more of it. Because by cutting it with syrup, you are increasing the quantity of the honey, and therefore you can have double the amount of honey that there would normally be. But for some reason, like, because in America we could do the same thing.
Right.
Like, there could be two competitive levels of honey, where you could have the Chinese honey cut with syrup, the American honey cut with syrup. Those could both cost $1, and then you can have real honey. You can call them two different things. Instead of spending hundreds and thousands, possibly millions of taxpayer dollars on all of these levels of bullshit to prevent the Chinese from selling us shitty honey. Like, first of all, just like maybe pass something that says this honey has to be called something else, you know?
Right.
If it's so, like, easy to determine what
Like,
it is, like, you can determine what it is, just say that it's something else,
something
you know?
different. Name it
something
like
different.
honey syrup or
Yeah.
some shit like
What,
that.
what the fuck does the purity of the fucking honey matter if it's a better product? Like, if it tastes basically the fucking same, which it probably does, it's cheaper for the consumer, because honey is expensive as shit, and I
Honey
like
is
to use honey
very
in my General
expensive.
Tso's sauce and stuff, and it's like, if there was a cheaper alternative, I'd take it. But it's once again, fucking, we'll get into this, I'm saying once again because this relates to the other story we have, but fucking... It's the government interfering because the price it takes to do this fucking dated agriculture is too expensive. And so we're losing out and we're getting a more expensive product because they're stifling competition by saying you can't cut the honey with other shit, even though it would be completely practical to do so. I don't know, maybe it tastes like fucking garbage. I don't fucking know. But that's an entire cheaper alternative that we're not getting.
I totally get the thought that it doesn't taste the same when you cut it.
Yeah.
But if you're marketing it as a product where the consumer knows they're not getting pure honey, then fucking what's the problem?
Yeah,
You know what you're
exactly.
buying. You know you're not getting pure honey, so like...
Yeah. And then the
deal.
American farmers, because these fucking honey farmer guys are just getting fucked all the time and not making enough money. And it's like, well, if they could also cut their honey, if they could have premium honey and cut honey with fucking corn syrup, then we'd have plenty of honey. It would be dirt cheap, and it wouldn't matter. Those guys would be living like fruitful lives, you know? They wouldn't be getting fucked all the time. And it's frustrating, but I don't know. Maybe that's the right thing to do. They're trying to protect the American fucking agriculture industry from like bullshit. And then you see the honey farms, and it's like, I feel like this could be like done on triple the fucking scale than what they're showing us right now. Like, I don't understand how we're getting any fucking honey out of the way they're doing this shit. It's confusing. I don't know. I need to sit down and get all the fucking logistics of the honey. But then there's also, like, for years, I've been watching these documentaries about how all the bees are dying. That's the big thing right now. There's an epidemic of bees dying.
Right.
And at some point in this documentary...
Nice.
They get to a point where they basically just explain that all of the bees from all over the country have been coming to California because the almond farms have been growing so much, and they're on trees with flowers, and the flowers have to be pollinated with bees. So all of the bee farmers, because they can't make enough money, they all make a pilgrimage to California to do freelance pollinating for the fucking almond companies.
Pollinating.
And so what's happening is that they're getting all of these bees from different places together, pollinating these flowers, and then they've got these fucking people spraying insecticides on the bees while they're pollinating and shit. Like,
right.
And then they've got also bees from all over the place bringing different disease to each other. So it's like, obviously, what's killing all of the bees is what's happening right here. You're literally explaining this to me in the documentary. How has this been a problem that we can't figure out for years and is still a big problem? Because literally, what the problem is that they're telling me now, like, what I'm gathering from this is that the problem is that bee farmers can't make enough money, so they're killing their own bees by bringing them all together, and they can't stop doing it because they can't, they can't afford to not do it. So it's just this double-edged sword of everyone getting fucked, you know? It's insane. It's like, obviously this is the problem. You know this is the problem. But they're gonna try to point the finger at anything else so that they can keep doing the pilgrimage, you know? Because that's what's working. They can't take that out of the loop. You know what would fix this? Genetically modified bees, motherfucker! GMO bees! It's all we need!
But then the honey wouldn't be GMO free.
GMO bees! GMO bees! GMO bees! GMO bees! Press 1 for GMO bees, motherfuckers! God,
Victor,
I hate the world.
You know what? That wouldn't solve the other problem, though.
What's the other problem?
The fact that the fucking Russians are stealing all our goddamn bees!
Guys, no fucking joke. The Russians are stealing our fucking bees.
From under our goddamn noses.
From under our goddamn noses.
Fucking
the
Russians.
Motherfucking Russians are literally stealing our bees.
They explain in the documentary that at the farm where the bees are pollinating the almond trees, people have just had their entire bee farm go missing. It's there the day before, they come back to take care of it the next day, and they're just fucking gone. And this goes on for fucking years, and nobody has any idea as to what's going on. Like, they don't know who's fucking taking these bees or what's happening. Eventually, they catch these two Russian guys who for years have just been fucking stealing bee farms from off this plantation, and we're just keeping these fucking bees that they stole. Just fucking hundreds of thousands of fucking bees.
They literally stole hundreds of thousands of bees.
It's millions and millions of dollars worth of bees.
God.
Literally.
Being
Fucking
stolen.
Russians.
Just stolen out from under people's noses, ruining people's lives, and they're literally Russians who stole the bees.
Goddamn fucking Russians.
I want to know, were they stealing them to bring back to Russia? That would be incredible.
Mother
Russia's
Russia
we are gonna
bees.
rule the world of bees. We're gonna take America's most important export.
Bees.
Because it's also, it's one of our important exports is fucking honey, of course. So that's why they have to protect it so much. Then it's also a worldwide thing. Other countries, I think, ban Chinese. And, what China has to do now is that they export their honey to other countries, and then they relay that honey from those countries to different countries so that they can ship it to the U.S. from, Taiwan. And then these people have to test all the fucking honey coming from every country in the world.
The fucking nuclear
to make sure,
image the fucking
that
honey.
it's not Chinese honey. Because they can observe the pollen and what kind of pollen the honey is made of from the different flowers will tell you whether or not this honey... I thought that was a big snake for a second. I got freaked out.
That would have been fucking sick.
But yes, they determine if it's Chinese honey by observing the pollen in the honey. And it's fucking insane. They have these fucking centrifuges and shit, and like all the science and fuck that's going on.
There's a lot of science in bees.
Just to find Chinese honey and fuck them.
Basically, yeah.
It's insane. It's ridiculous.
It's pretty intense. The honey,
It's amazing.
the honey war is a hard fucking core.
God. And then they tax all of the imported honey to make it more expensive than the American honey, so that the American honey can stand a fucking chance.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Precisely.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Stifling that market.
Well, Victor, is there anything that pisses you off more?
I don't know.
Than
How many minutes are we in?
25.
25. We can save it for the next episode.
Okay.
If you want to go on about it, 'cause, you know, I'm good. We did 2 40-minute episodes.
We did.
We can let them have a 25-minute. You know what? That's it. That's it for this episode. The fucking honey. I had another point to make about honey. Hold on.
Oh, you did? Okay.
And that slipped me.
Slipknot?
It was about fucking cutting. Like, okay, so you have a bottle of soap. You get to the bottom of the bottle of soap, and then like there's not enough to come through the thing. So you cut the soap with some fucking water.
Right.
All right. Soap still works. It's not as good. You know, it's not as good as the normal soap, but the soap still works. This is how the world works, man. You should be able to cut things to make cheaper product. You know, like that's a normal thing for people to do. You need more of a resource. You cut it with something that you have plenty of. You know.
Yep.
And then you got more. You dilute it because that's
how it works.
You're meeting a demand. You have a demand for more of a resource, but you don't have enough of it. You cut it with something else so that you have more. You know, we can't just eat chicken for dinner every night. We have to cut it with carbs. We have to put carbs in. We have to put an assload of pasta because it's too expensive for us to eat chicken every night. You don't get to have your chicken and not eat your pasta, man. This is how the world works. Wake the fuck up. Stay woke. Stay red pilled.
Wake
Red
up,
pill for
people.
life, motherfuckers!